Have you ever been in a class where someone suddenly switches to English and it just feels a bit fake?
Fake.
And maybe even a little arrogant, like they are trying to sound smarter or better than others. And maybe you have found it yourself too. When you speak English, your voice sounds different. You hesitate more. You become more cautious, sometimes quieter, sometimes less of yourself. I see this all the time in my classroom. Students who are funny, confident, even loud in Vietnamese become more reserved and soft spoken in English. Maybe this is not because they have changed their personalities, but because the language is changing what they can express. So, what is really going on here? Are people actually being fake, or is something else lurking underneath? This phenomenon can be explained through social linguistic perspectives on identity, particularly with the notion that identity is dynamically constructed through language use, and that speakers draw on unequal linguistic resources which may constrain self-expression in second language. In other words, identity is not fixed, it shifts depending on the language we use. So when someone switches to English, they are not just changing words, they are also working with a smaller set of vocabulary, structures, or expressions. In Vietnamese, we can joke naturally, we can react instantly and express emotions without even thinking. But in English, we tend to pause, we search for words, and we even simplify what we want to say. So what comes out doesn't fully match who we are. And that's the key idea. Language doesn't just help you communicate, it also shapes your personality. How you present yourself, how confident you sound, how funny you appear, and even how authentic you seem. So when someone sounds fake in English, it's not necessarily because they are pretending, it's just because the language enables certain expressions in English, while at the same time limiting your perception of them. That fake feeling? No, it's not fake, it's just incomplete. And you're not showing less of yourself either, you are just showing what your level of English allows you to show. And the same goes for how we judge others when speaking English. What looks like arrogance might just be someone trying to express themselves with better or superior English than us. And this has an important implication, not just for how you feel, but for how you learn English and how this language should be taught effectively. So if you are learning English, don't focus on trying to sound like a native speaker, because we can.
Because we can.
Focus on this. Can I say what I really mean? Can I express my thoughts clearly, even if it's simple? But unfortunately, many learners are taught the opposite. They tend to copy a native-like accent, which is fine, but sometimes they judge and they make fun of others who don't. That's not the point of learning a language. Of course, pronunciation matters, intonation matters, but fluency is not imitation. It's self-expression.
It's self-expression.
It's self-expression.
And if you are teaching English, this changes everything. Your students are not just learning grammar and vocabulary, they are also trying to put on a different personality with limited linguistic resources. So when students are quiet, it's not always because they don't understand. Sometimes they don't yet have the language to be themselves. Which means teaching English is not just about correcting mistakes, it's also about how to help students to experiment with the language, to take risks. Don't wait until it's correct, just say it anyway, and most importantly, encourage them to speak up. Because in the end, learning a language is not just learning how to speak, it's learning what to say and feel and think in a different way. So next time you feel fake speaking English, remember this. You are not becoming less of who you are. And your classmates aren't becoming more of themselves. They are just becoming more than one kind of person. And that's not being condescending. That's confidence. And if you find this videos useful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about linguistics and personalities. And I will see you in my next episode.